No ruler can fathom your greatness, so don't strain trying to figure out why they don't get it. It will always be something about you.
Passion. Passion.
Passion.
Passion.
Passion.
Passion. Passion.
The first time I saw Shakira perform, I knew that she was confident. I just knew that she had herself together, you know? She's always been a mentor to me.
She made the stamp on the campus really by the way she delivered her message. Every time she speaks, she got a message to deliver.
She's a showstopper, you know. When she speaks, people stop. They listen, you know. There don't be no chattering around. Her presence is known. You know, when she comes to the stage, you gonna listen to every word she got to say.
You are my way of expression. I am lost without your direction to outpour what shouldn't be said or what I couldn't say because it just wouldn't flow right.
She pulls the audience in, and honestly, they want more of what she's done. They want more. We want more. Give us more.
Beyond the Passion gives us a behind-the-scenes, raw look at artists and how they learned to express themselves.
But I'm sure they'd rather me write about some
I think she's very energetic. From the time she opens up her mouth to the ending of performance, I could tell that she's loving it.
Quite honestly, Shakira was the first person that I actually heard spit, or I actually heard a piece of hers, and it was mind-blowing.
My impression of her was like, this girl knows what she's doing, this girl can write, this girl can actually perform.
Love body with so much soul and power. Like, if you just see this little girl on the stage and the amount of soulfulness that she was radiating, it was like there's no way all that soul can fit in that little body.
I found a pen and I found a notebook and I just started writing.
The first time I saw Shakira perform was at our freshman talent show. I was just like, who is this little person up there with this big old voice?
You know, as I began to listen to her and listen to what she had to say on the stage, I started to think, like, this is a really deep sister.
If she's speaking about something, she's just not speaking on it. It means something either to her or she wants to make a meaning of it.
My writing became more serious and I started to express myself on a different level. I think I had began to find my voice and I had something to say. I realized I had something to say.
She's not able to read between the lines of the stories in her eyes, so she takes pictures from behind. She's only framing what she sees with no image to capture a better light of herself.
I used to rap. That's how I started writing. I used to rap. I would write about things that people would be afraid to say, and I was young. I fell in love with poetry probably around 4th grade. Writing just became my best friend. It was something that I always looked to. I couldn't picture myself not writing.
Hear me like the beat to the chorus you only listen to. Turn me up like I'm the new volume. Make room because this will be televised.
Every time she speaks, it's like she's giving you a part of her that you can relate to, and I love that about her.
Powerful speaking, young, intelligent black woman. She shocked me actually. That's what impression she gave me. She shocked me.
With her poetry, it's kind of like she's an activist because her writing form or her writing style is pretty much pro-black.
I'm not saying she's anti-white, but she's all for black power and she's all for empowering women. Shakira does a heck of a job doing it too when she performs. Shout out to Shakira.
When I open my mouth, I think people are shocked initially. I think they say, who is she talking to? What is she talking about? But they're listening. And I feel that. And I feel that I have a voice that people just tend to listen to because I know how to command the room.
She sends a message, you know. She tries to get the crowd to vibe with her, or she does get the crowd to vibe with her message, with the emotions, the feelings, you know. It's deeper than just quote unquote
just the way she brought life to the stage with just her words. Her presence was just made known when she walked in the room and when she opened her mouth. And it was just like, this girl had all this in her. She's just very versatile, so you don't know what side of Shakita you're going to get on that night.
I would think of something and I would always have my notebook with me at all times. Everywhere I went, it was like my best friend. Because at any moment I could think of a line and I had to write it down. I was a paper person, so I would literally have a small notebook and I would carry it with me, and I would have like tons of different papers inside of it. And if you knew me, you knew that book was something to me. It was something that had my life in it, like literally. I used to write about things that I was going through that I couldn't necessarily express out loud. I just remember poetry was that ear for me. Over time, my writing got stronger and stronger, and I just couldn't imagine my life without poetry. And she be feeling like the queen when she walked through. Her demeanor ought to cause a scene, but who gonna check royalty?
He reminds me of a tall coffee, black, with about 18 sugar packs and hazelnut cream.
Tall, black coffee, hazelnut, with about 10 sugar packs. I think I messed it up, but you get the memo.
I Just Wanna Love You. It spoke to my heart, and I still remember it to this day, and I think that was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Just kicking it.
Just kicking it. I think that was probably the first poem that I heard by Shakita, and God, she was speaking to me.
Just kicking it. And also, I said recognize my love for poetry.
This ain't no love thing. See, we just
kicking it. Like, that's my favorite poem that Shakita has ever performed. It just involves so much crowd participation.
Every time she performed, it's like you hear it for the first time. And 2 is because she never said the name of her poem when she hopped on the stage.
I don't even remember the name of it because I never remember the names of my poems.
I mean, she really doesn't have titles, you know? Let's talk about that. She really doesn't have titles, but all of them are great.
I think it's pretty cool that, you know what I'm saying, to get the female perspective of how they view the whole just chilling scenario and be able to, I'm gonna say perfectly, she might not call it perfect, but I think she perfectly captured the female's perspective, and she was able to let that be shown through her poetry to her audience.
Eventually, we'll run out of time. But until then, allow me to continue to scratch memories down your back and my name down your spine. I know this habit.
People still talk about it today. And that's probably one of my favorite pieces. But that was on my love tip. I had a few other pieces where I would address social issues.
And I think this is a very, very crucial, very pivotal moment in our generation as to we're going to speak up for what we believe in and for what we stand for, our community, our black community, you know. We got love for ourselves even though others say we don't, we do. So that's one that really stuck out to me.
There's a piece I did, I entitled it Today's Woman. I feel like the media has, you know, its way of presenting who we are and their own ideas of who we are. And we, you know, we allow that because we don't show who we are or how we should be. All we see is the negative, and we see the reality shows, and in my own little way, I kind of made a joke about what I saw as today's woman.
Today's woman consists of Brazilian bundles of different lengths, makeup to cover her identity enough to miss insecurities, high heels higher than standards, so what does 4 inches respect?
With my writing, I just wanted to make people think at all times. It was the most recent piece that I did. It was entitled Brown Blues.
There's no real statistic in you. The media lies continue like it's Fox News for fools, so be careful who you listen to. See, they don't want me to tell you the truth. Play attention and look at history on repeat. I am life with no peace because my melanin offends you.
And I talk about how we will revive. You know, we We are black, we are strong. You know, we just need to show that, and we need to come together on a lot of different things, and we need to support each other, we need to love each other. And I feel like in the black community, we tend to lose sight of love for one another. And so I think today, though, we are kind of getting into the mindset of loving who we are and understanding who we are and being okay with that.
Passion. Passion.
Passion.
Passion.
Passion. Passion. Passion. You know, you have to be passionate about something.
Because if not, then you can also live a life that makes you unhappy.
Passion is your drive, it's your goal, it's your dream, it's what you wake up for, it's what you live for.
Follow your passion, because if you don't, you're going to be going your whole life doing things that you don't want to do.
That's all we're supposed to be doing in this world, is having dreams, waking up to fulfill them.
So it's very pertinent that you go after your passion so you don't have that nagging feeling or that nagging thought.
When you're passionate about something, you don't have to remind yourself to do it. You don't have to force yourself to get up in the morning and do it. Passion to me is that thing that you can't go without. Plain and simple, nothing more, nothing less. So don't laugh if everyone isn't doing it. And only dance when no one's looking. I mean, that's what they say. But who gonna check royalty? Because I be feeling like a queen when I walk through. And is you ready for the next poet or no?